Hey everybody, this is Steven and I'm with my wife Beth, and after being stranded in Salina last night with my friend Nicole and her really awesome Nissan Leaf SV Plus, Beth and I are in the Tesla Model 3 long range, and we are going to Kansas City to the Tesla Service Center to test drive a Model Y. So we're really excited about that, and we will definitely get some video of the car. I think we're hoping that they give us a 7-seater to test drive. We've got a family of 5, 3 kids, 14, 12, and 10, and we do occasionally have to all travel together. So we're hoping to see a 7-seater Model Y and take that for a spin. Right, so let's ask Beth why she wants an electric vehicle. So Beth, what do you like about the EV experience?
Well, clearly right now gas prices are on the rise, and when I recently went to go fill up a vehicle that requires premium gas, I definitely had that moment where it was the gut punch, because it was really expensive to fill up that vehicle with gas, and I have a feeling it's going to get worse. So financially, for the gas cost, that is certainly one appeal. Clearly, it's also important to me that I do my part to, help keep our climate and environment healthy for my kids and their kids, and so on and so forth. So EVs are nice for that. And I like going fast, and I like quick things, and I have to say that I've been pretty impressed with the Tesla in particular at this point, with how quickly it responds and accelerates. And so that's pretty fun, especially since I actually commute to Topeka at least 3 days a week to teach at the university there. And so I'm driving on I-70, several times a week, and it's nice to be able to have quick response to travel on that interstate.
Yeah, so I think the Model 3 is pretty quick. So the long range has a base 0 to 60 acceleration of about 4.2 seconds, and with the acceleration boost, I've seen 0 to 60 times of 3.6 or 3.7 seconds, and even the Model Y I think is about 4.5 seconds. I'll verify that later. 0 to 60. So for a 7-seater sort of family hauler, you're getting acceleration that would be as fast as a sports car. So I also really like that. For my perspective, I like how quiet they are, and I like that they don't have a smell to them. As somebody that's outside a lot, I walk a lot, just the noise and the emissions from a combustion car are pretty unpleasant. So we will check in with you all again when we get to the Tesla Service Center. to moving to Lawrence, Beth and I lived very, very close to where this Tesla service center is. So kind of little nostalgia pulling off on this exit. What color do you think it'll be, Beth? If you had to guess.
White.
White. I'm hoping it is the silver, because I think that is just one of the best colors, especially with the white interior.
That's only because it costs the same amount as the white.
No, I genuinely think the silver is one of the coolest colors on a Tesla. I think it adds to the sort of futuristic look of the car.
For the record, interwebs, I like the blue and the red.
I do not miss Kansas City driving and traffic.
And of course, if there's people watching this who live in, LA or somewhere else, they're laughing at you right now for calling this traffic. And by the way, person who hasn't been in Kansas City in a while, this is a right turn only lane.
About to wrap around the back of the Tesla Service Center. And there they are, folks. Tesla's 4 miles. I don't know if these are for people waiting to take delivery or what. But
these people need to hurry up and get their butts out here, because there's sure a lot here if they're all waiting for delivery.
Wow, that is a sweet looking Model X. Okay, so Beth was right. Is definitely a white Model Y. And it's the 5-seater, not the 7. They've speed limited us to 85 miles an hour, which is probably just fine. I don't think we need to go more than that. So the interior is exactly the same as my 3. It does sit very, very different. I would say the seating position is much more relaxed. I would just go out this way and around.
You can show people all the other Teslas.
Well, that's what I'm doing. I am going to ask when we get back if these are all waiting delivery or what the deal is, because they've definitely got a boatload of them here. I think so far, Beth really likes the Y. Wouldn't you say, Beth?
Yeah, it's very comfortable to sit in. And of course it drives nicely because it's a Tesla. But yeah, it's real nice.
Yeah, would you compare it to like your Volkswagen Atlas?
Yes, it has that same kind of luxurious feel, I suppose.
Yeah, how do you sit in it?
I mean, you sit in it like it's an SUV, pretty much.
So it's very different than the 3.
Yes, but you don't like miss out on the comfort. So, I mean, sometimes I feel like when you have a seat that is more oriented so you're sitting straight up a bit and off the ground more, it sometimes, I don't know, I feel like it can feel awkward. But this doesn't. Like, it's very comfortable and natural, very similar to how I felt in my Atlas.
Yeah, so tell us how you would spec your Y if you were to order one today.
Well, if I truly got to decide, I would definitely go with, well, it'd be the long range model, either red or blue. And I really like the 20-inch black wheels. I know there's some downsides to the 20-inch, but I like the look of them more than the standard 19s that come with it. Oh, and I definitely do the white and black interior. Like, the black is fine, but I like the pop and the look of the white and black interior. And I don't think I'd get a tow hitch because I don't think I need that, but...
What about the full self-driving? Would you get that?
No, that freaks me out.
All right.
At this point in my life, I have way too much anxiety over that and probably wouldn't use it. So definitely not on that for me.
Yeah, I think what freaks me out about it's the $12,000. I just think that's a very expensive upgrade. So we're gonna get on the interstate, and we'll have Beth really lay it down when we get on there. All right, we're about to get on the interstate. We got somebody in front of us, but as soon as they move out of the way, we'll have Beth slam all the way down on the accelerator just to see
Once I
just
find
to
an
see what
opening,
happens.
I'll do that.
Actually don't know that going to allow
get
us
over
to
there.
do that today.
Oh, it'll allow me. Be confident in my abilities. Okay, you ready?
Okay, here we go. Oh God!
And I already hit my limit of 85, like
Oh.
in probably less than 2 seconds from where I had started. It wouldn't let me go any faster. It dinged
Wow.
at me.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. It got mad at us there. Yeah. So we were allegedly perhaps going at the maximum allowed speed for the test drive. So. So we finished test driving the Model Y. Both Beth and I really liked it. You know, it had a lot in common with the 3, but it sits up higher. But we really liked it, and we did determine after spending some time in the Tesla service center looking at the 3-row Y, that it would be a viable 3rd-row seat for limited circumstances. It would not be comfortable to do a cross-country road trip with that 3rd-row seat, but I think we could get pretty comfortably from Lawrence to Lincoln. We're a small family. We're not tall. Our kids aren't tall. So I think that might work for us. So we did a quick stop off at the Trader Joe's, which we've missed since moving to Lawrence. And then we got the idea to call around and see if we could test drive a Volkswagen ID4. This is a car that Beth has on order, but we have never driven one, and in fact have only seen them sort of from a distance, driving on the street or in videos. So we called up to Northtown Volkswagen and talked to a guy I know there, Matt Weaver, and he's got a used ID4 as well as a new demo ID4 on the lot. So we're gonna head up there now, and we'll likely do some video and talk about that. And I imagine on the ride home we might compare and contrast the two models. Okay, Beth and I just had a really tasty lunch at the Blue Koi, which is a Asian restaurant, one of our favorites from our 13 years in Kansas City, and now we're headed back to Lawrence. We've got a toilet paper crisis at our house, and if we don't get back soon, it could be a real disaster. So we really liked the Y. We both liked the Y. We drove up and did not get any video or pictures, but we drove up to North Kansas City, where Beth got behind the wheel of a Volkswagen ID4 Pro. It was the rear-wheel drive model, the base spec. It's probably not fair to compare the Y to the ID4 base spec, but we just, after being in the ID4, after driving the ID4, I think we're a hard pass on the ID4. Beth, I think, and she can chime in here, is feeling like she wants to order a Tesla Model Y. Is that right, Beth?
Yeah, and as you said, it's unfortunate probably for comparison purposes that it was the base model of the ID4 that we were testing, because clearly going from like a luxury Tesla Y to the base model ID4 is like a big difference. So you're going from leather seats to cloth seats, and it's just a different feel. But all of that aside, there were just some even driving differences that I noticed between the two. And for someone who likes the sports car feel, which is me, the ID4 just can't deliver the same thing that the Y can. So yes, it definitely felt like it was quickly accelerating when I took it on the highway, but it was nowhere near what it was like to drive the Y and have that immediate fast acceleration. I also noticed that the regenerative braking performed differently between the two. It worked fine on the ID4. I noticed it, decelerating on its own when I left off, but it was a much slower, kind of gradual deceleration, which there's nothing wrong with. It just would take some getting used to in comparison to like the pretty rapid deceleration when you let off the gas with one pedal driving with the Y or the Model 3.
All right, so Beth's probably getting a Tesla Model Y. I know She and I have gone back and forth on paint colors. I don't like to pay for paint. The red paint, I think, is a $2,500 $2,000 upgrade, which just seems like a lot to me. I like the silver color or gray color that they offer quite a bit. We both like the white seats, so I think there's pretty strong agreement there. And then I think we decided over lunch that the third row is probably worth it for our family. The third row in the Y, I would say, would not be comfortable for any sort of long road trip. But we, a couple times a year, the 5 of us in our family would drive 200 miles, give or take, from Lawrence to Lincoln. And I think given our family size, both the number and the actual size of our family members, even though the third row seat is small, I do think it would work for our family. So,
but to be fair, like, just to try it out, we both together got in the third row seat when in the showroom to kind of check it out. And I mean, we could fit. And again, we're not tall people. You know, I'm 5'6", he's 5'8" on a good day. And, you know, we could sit in it, both of us back there. Now, would I want to sit in it for a long time? No, not 2 adults, but we could fit. So, like, I think 2 teenagers who are maybe have the bodies of teenagers and not adults, and definitely kids could easily fit back there, even for, you know, an extended drive. And I was even saying, like, heck, our kids would be fine back there even for like a 1-day, like 8-hour drive to Colorado or something if they had to do it. But certainly one wouldn't want to take it like cross country for multiple days doing it.
Yeah, well, thanks for joining us on our day trip to Kansas City. It was a lot of fun, and take care.